Is it about fishing or littering, as we call it, fly tipping? I don't know. What does it mean? What does it all mean, folks? Anyway, how are we all? Sabay May. Sabay May. Sabay May. It's a beautiful day, as most days are here in Thailand. Being a tropical country, that is. From here, I go through the jungle, through the trash, and eventually through this wooded area, I'll eventually come across a parking lot, as the Americans like to call it. In other parts of the world, it's called a car park. As you can see over there, sitting by the road, will be an eye dump by a local dog. I know it's a local dog, because I've seen it before. He's keeping his beady eye on me as I am on it. There's my friend. I was recently being accompanied by a lovely homeless dog, which seems to have got distracted when it heard a splash in the water. I hasten to say it wasn't in clean water such as this pond, but it was a dike. Be careful when you go playing with the dikes. Beautiful little spot, hey folks. Anyway, how are you? Well, it's the baby May. Yeah. As we walk through this area, it will lead to a parking lot, car park, whatever you want to call it. There's some old exercise machines. So I suggest that at some point this was a popular place to come and exercise, but they've since built other parks and improved other places, more nearer to the big sea here of Si-Keo. Here she is. You didn't go in the dirty water then. Good. Being accompanied by the one that was eyeing us up. What do you want? You've got a home, I'm sure. Even though you don't wear a collar. I think I've seen this dog being very comfortable near a house just up yonder. So I think it's actually got a home. You can see by the size of it, it's not wasting away, is it? Huh? Hey? It's a tough guy. I don't know if it's a guy or a gal. I don't know what happened to all the puppies up here. Before I went to Laos, there was about 5 or 6 puppies under this shelter. I'm sure some got picked up by locals, but others actually probably didn't make it. I can be a small pack. Hello, you. Hi. I ain't got no food this time, don't I? Sorry. Yeah, there can be a little pack up to about 8 or 9. Some, like I say, have got homes and others haven't. And you see these machines could do with being tarted up, couldn't we all? Anyway, let's go for a walk around the block again. Stretch the old legs. I think if I don't start moving a bit more, I'm gonna end up getting a bloody deep vein thrombosis or something. And I have to admit, I've been rather lazy since coming back to Si-Keo. I have. I've been very lazy. So it's about time I got off my bum and made a bit more content. Although going to the temple the other day kind of upset me a little to some extent. Hi, how are we all? Si-Keo, ready make up for my hi friends, and sabay to all my live friends, and hello to any other people watching. How are we all? We all good? I'm just on a walk around this massive pond. I started the video by not really knowing if the sign that was behind me when I started the video, if it was relating to fly tipping or to fishing. I don't ever see anyone fishing, so that suggests maybe it means that, or if it means fly tipping, I'm sorry to say the sign hasn't worked, because there's plenty of trash all the way around this pond. It's the same in the west, and little secluded areas like this that are out of the way. Fly tipping will happen. It's just the way of the world. Wouldn't be so bad if some of it was like this hardcore here and maybe be used at some point, but it's when it's plastic bags and household crap that gets dumped becomes a problem. So this concrete or whatever it is, this breeze block or whatever, you know, could be put to use. Fill a hole somewhere, do something with it, you know. So it's not so bad. It's still not great, but it's not too bad, you know. When you get around the other side, you'll soon see in a little while there's quite a bit of trash. But other than that, it's a beautiful little walk around this pond. I'm still wondering if the sign means be careful of, you know, getting caught fly tipping or being caught fishing. It's definitely a 5,000, whatever it is. 5,000 for doing what, I don't know. And for some reason my camera on my phone's playing up, but it seems to still be able to go live and make videos that way, which is why you'll notice in the last 3, 4, 5 days I've been doing a lot more videos live, because that doesn't seem to Chai, okay. Dài mát. Dài mát. There's some meat on them. Asking me to move out of the way slightly. And there's some big old bulls there. Well, they're bulls. Didn't see any bulls on them, so big girls. The heifers. So yeah, I've decided to maybe start doing a daily walk around this pond and bringing you all along with me. Oh, I hear jets in the sky. Is it commercial or military? Oh, it's a bit worrying at the moment, being where I am in Thailand, being not too far from the Cambodian border. Just never know what's. We are on the flight path to Ubon Ratchathani where we are, so it's not unusual to hear jet engines, but I can't tell if that's commercial or military, but it's engine noise. And it's way up in the sky, so there's too much trees to see. There you go, there's my commentary from Si-Keo. It is a province that is technically in the war zone. I shouldn't call it that. I don't like it when it's being called that, so I'm going to say conflict. To say it's a war, that's a little bit strong at this point. Mistakes have happened, and I'm sure if time could be taken back and things done differently, then I'm sure they would have done. But you know, there's always casualties of war, isn't there? Even small skirmishes and, you know, like landmines and stuff like that. It's not great, but England's talking about bringing back national service of sorts for the first time for God knows how many years. 40, 50, 60, I'm not sure. A long time anyway. Also, there's places like Thailand, Cambodia, and a lot of other Asian countries. National conscription is kind of compulsory. It has been for a long time, and even parts of obviously Europe and Russia. It's not compulsory in America, I don't believe. I think maybe the Vietnam War was the last time that was, I think. And Thailand and Asia haven't really got any beef, I don't think, with America right now. So I don't know what Donald Trump's thinking he's doing. He's just after that Nobel Peace Prize, isn't he? That's what his aim is. That's pretty obvious. You know, his ego would love that. To go down in the history books as a Nobel Peace Prize winning person. Not to say his secrets don't come out at a later date, you know. It's always a possibility. And we're now again entering this densely jungled area with not much inhabitants that we can see right now. But if we stop and sit still long enough, looking at this pile of what seems to be either foam or wood trash that's been dumped, then I'm sure sooner or later we will see absolute wonders. Or not. Might be some snakes hiding under there, I'm sure. Definitely some lizards. Probably lots of spiders as well. I think I'll leave them to their little inhabitants under the whatever trash is that's keeping them nice and dry and warm. Yeah, I'm still pondering what that sign could be. So I'm just going to do a loop and then I'll end the video in the same spot as where I started the video, which is on that sign near the entrance. Obviously it's a pond, so it just goes around in a big circle. This entrance, I think, it is mainly to do with these little pockets of land which are on the periphery of the pond, which have been sold off in little parcels. Someone's probably picked up this piece of land for like less than $5,000, you know, probably like $2,000 or, you know, 500, or maybe it's not even their land and they've just decided they're going to plant something, corner it off and just hope that in the 10, 20 years that it sits there, 30, 40 years, 50 years that it sits there, that they can keep harvesting what I think's going to be coconut trees. That's the thing, isn't it? You can propagate and grow coconut trees really easily. So even if it's not your land, but you know that no one's really going to do anything with that land, and it's right close to where you live, and you need or want coconuts, then you know, I mean, obviously it'd be more problematic not doing it officially, but I'm sure most people do it officially when the land's so cheap. There's no need to go around doing guerrilla gardening, especially not things for like coconut trees or palm trees. I'm not sure which ones they were. People do use this little area still. This is all floodplain area down there. So if you did build a house or anything, you'd have to raise it up, put it on a massive foundation. There's also, if this pond gets full up, that's coming over as well. Yeah, last time I walked around here, I had a big splash in these waters. Big splash. What's this flag doing? Someone's put a flag up there. Is it fallen down by itself? Maybe it was someone I had putting it up, because I don't recall seeing that when I walked around first time. Yeah, but it's a beautiful spot. New lifestyle I promised myself, other than getting, you know, vitamin D from the sun pretty much all year round, which obviously has improved things, I'm sure, in my bone density. It's what it was before I left the UK. Not much else has really changed. I haven't got any fitter. In fact, I'm probably smoking more now than I ever have. Both cigarettes and the Marijuana Mama. Beautiful spot though, apart from this near the very entrance on the right hand side here. So we'll try and ignore this fly tipping that's gone on, which is no more shocking than anywhere else in the West. Any little secluded areas like this, it's sad that there's been next to a little temple thing, which maybe someone's put there more recently. I don't, again, recall seeing that there before. Maybe that little shrine has been put there more recently. But yeah, anyone in the comments, please, anyone on the live with me, what on earth is this sign saying, folks? Yeah. Is it fly tipping? Like leaving your trash? 5,000 baht fine for fly tipping? Or is it to do with camping, you know, putting up tents, fishing? I don't know what the sign relates to. Does anybody know? Anybody know can tell me in the comments, please. So there we go. Full circle. So beautiful this time of day. Just as the sun's going to start setting very soon, in the next hour or so. I'll be watching out for any snakes. I've already done one lap, so hopefully any of the wildlife in that sense should hopefully not be slithering along this path too close to where I am. I'll stop here whilst I can see the camera in this shaded area. Hi, how are we all? Two people that are watching. Where are you from? Sorry, cap, somebody my cap. It's difficult to look at the screen whilst at this time of night when it's kind of also glaring on my glasses. How are you? Pretty good. Hi. Yeah, I'm just walking around this kind of unused exercise pond area. I have to say exercise rather than fishing. In the UK, there would be loads of little decked areas leading onto this pond so people could fish off of them. Someone would be raking it in. Also, you can fish for free, I think, for Thailand. I don't think you even need a fishing license. I think you can fish for free. Oh, you sort the cap, somebody in my cup. This beautiful pond I have for you to all look at. Beautiful, huh? And then we go back to the old exercise area. I think there's some sort of water pickup point here as well. There's often trucks pull in here, take a load of water and then come back and do the same over and over again. So I don't know if they're draining it from this pond or what. look at the screen again. I'm good. What are we all? Yeah. See, I don't need to be afraid of these dogs. They've kind of seen me so many times. Obviously, hopefully they got good memories, because obviously I leave and come back, leave and come back. Your eyes ain't looking very good, my darling. You got some sort of eye infection. What's going on with you? Huh? Hello. Yeah, they're just homeless dogs. Not being given much love, hey? You want to say hello? Say hello. Hey, Sabati. Yeah, their coats aren't the best. The pups that I had, that if you've watched some previous videos, about 2 months ago or so, 3 months ago, when I used to come down here, there was a bunch of pups under this little roofed area. They've all disappeared. And to be fair, it looks like Mum has too, because there's not as many dogs around here than there was 2-3 months ago. There was about 8 or 9, up to 10 at some points, which obviously caused issues. But yeah, there's definitely a lot less now. So God knows what's happened to some of them. It's a tight. I wouldn't want to be reincarnated and come back as a dog in Southeast Asia. I don't think it'd be a very good life to come back to. If you come back as a dog, you want to come back as a dog in the West, don't you? It's an old exercise area. See, the equipment hasn't been attended to for a long time. Yeah, obviously that could have been some dog at some point. It's got its teeth into that and torn that to shreds. I come down here because with it being abandoned, you know, even though it's an exercise place, it doesn't feel as if I'm doing too wrong. Any other sort of park area, exercise area, obviously lighting a cigarette wouldn't be seen as the responsible to do thing to do. So coming to an abandoned pond, exercise, abandoned area, it didn't feel so bad sparking up. Be it married your mama or just a blunt, you know. How are you? I don't know which one's still there. Hi. Oh, I can't see with my glasses on. Is that Upri? How are we? It's going to take some getting used to doing these lives, but it seems to be the better alternative right now than just recording and hoping for the best. At least it seems to work when I make content, doing it alive rather than through my phone's camera. So it is definitely time for a new phone, 100%, which is just more annoyance. I hate technology, it is, so having to then start again with new phones is just a real balls ache for me. Oh, it looks like my battery's gone below 5%, folks, so the screen has pretty much gone black for me, so I'm gonna have to say goodbye. Ta-ta. Thanks for watching, and yeah, if you can, let me know in the comments what that says in the sign, because I can't even see my screen now.